Hi, and welcome back to What Do You Think? I am Sheryl Atkins, your host, a parent, and an educational attorney. Next to me is my husband, William, of 25 years.
Hi, I'm William. I'm a lifelong educator, and I'm your content administrator.
Bill, what video do you have for us today?
It's titled, Stay Away from Negative People. So let's give it a listen, okay?
Yep.
There's a saying, stay away from negative people. They have a problem for every solution. This is not true for all situations. Just like everything in life, you will need to apply some common sense. But what the quote points to is that you should always limit your time with people that continually drain your energy and add no value to your life. Negative people are usually very committed to being negative, and the more you push them to be anything else, the more they will push back. This doesn't mean you show no compassion towards others. Live with compassion. Live with empathy. Put yourself in others' shoes. Sure, do all that as a standard practice of being a decent human being, but keep your life free from the drama and negativity that is not who you are.
If your attempts to lift someone out of negativity are unsuccessful, you have to move on. They will get to a better place when they're ready to get to a better place. And no one will get there if they're not ready, whether they are pushed or not.
There are no accidents. Everyone comes into your life for a reason, a lesson, or a blessing. Will Smith once said, "Don't chase people. Be yourself. Do your own thing and work hard. The right people, the ones who really belong in your life, will come to you and stay." I can't give any better advice than that.
The people in your life should be reducing your stress, not causing more of it. If you consider yourself to be a positive person and want to live your best life, surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with people that make you feel good about being yourself. Surround yourself with people that see the good in the world. By doing so, you will see more good too. You will attract more good.
Don't let them drain your energy. Energy doesn't discriminate. Just like weightlifting, if you focus on getting one body part stronger and you put all your energy, focus, and effort on that muscle group, working on it every day, that muscle will get stronger. If you put all your energy into negative people, your life will be negative. If your attention is on what is wrong with your life, if your attention and energy is on the negative people and the negativity they bring, that will invade your life. Do not let them suck your energy. Keep your focus on what is good, and you will see more good. More good will grow just like a muscle.
The same is true on the opposite side. They say if you lie down with dogs, you'll get up with fleas. If you lie down with negativity, you'll be consumed with negativity. You are what you eat, and you are who you spend your time with by choice. What you consume will consume you. Your friends and peer group are a great reflection of you because you chose them. Choose wisely.
Say thank you to all the toxic people in your life. Why say thank you? If they didn't appreciate you, they taught you how you must not be treated, and they taught you how not to treat others. If they let you go, they showed you how to move on. They showed you that you are more than a relationship. You, at the deepest level, are not you plus someone else. You are you. Your soul is not owned or attached to another. If they made you feel unworthy, if they took the life out of you for a moment, they showed you that no one can ever take all the life from you long term. They gave you strength and character. They expanded your heart. If they were racist, they gave you more compassion towards all races and showed you a clear example of how not to treat people who simply look different than you. If they were unkind, through their example of what comes to unkind people and the lack of love they had in their life, they showed you what not to do and gave you two great gifts: kindness and compassion. whatever they did to you, don't let it stop you from being you, from loving and living life fully. Don't let one person or two or three stop you from becoming your greatest self. You're more than one event. You're more than one person. Use whatever happened to your advantage. Don't let them win by holding on. Let their toxic energy stay with them and release it from your life. Say thank you. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for the blessings. And thank you for the strength to move on, to let them go for good.
So Sheryl, I created a PowerPoint. You didn't see it yet, and it's by design. I'm gonna go through the slide, and you can kind of, share your feelings when you feel the need to do so. Okay, so let me just go through the PowerPoint. The PowerPoint is called Raising Kind Children, and my next slide is just share your thoughts. All right.
Yes.
Good parents don't just raise greatness. Like, we're selling raising greatness books, but I also put in the PowerPoint, they raise kindness. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that children need to have kindness and compassion, and to, care for others and things, even the pets and other things that they might have. Because I think it creates a better society when we show kindness towards one another. And what's the best way to learn it from when you're starting as a young child, to get that ingrained in your personality. So I think it's very important and crucial.
My next one is kind parents tend to raise kind children. Then I use this word accountable. Mm-hmm. Hold your child accountable for practicing what you preach and what you teach. What are your thoughts, real quick?
Yeah, I think that's a great one, because children don't just learn that on their own to be kind.
Yeah. And
so you have to teach them, what's right, what's wrong, how to make themselves be caring of others. So I think that's a great.
When you see something going south, or they're not being kind, we address it in our home. Not that we're perfect, but we expect our kids to treat others with kindness and compassion.
Absolutely.
Teach your children to be unselfish. What are your thoughts on that?
I think human nature can tend to have people be a little selfish.
All right, you got daughters. Let's talk about them real quick.
Definitely have to teach them to be unselfish. It's just like anything else. It's something that parents have to work on, show by example, lead by example, and children will eventually learn.
Yeah, well, it's an uphill battle because they're fighting over clothes all the time. Mm-hmm. We got two girls who are the same size.
Yeah.
And they got tons of clothes, but you would think not, where they fuss over, those are my tights, that's my bra, that's whatever. It's too much for me, but it's an uphill battle, right? Would you agree?
Yeah.
With daughters, it is.
It's a continual learning process.
I'll speak on this one. Bullying is unacceptable. Tell an adult. So, parents, listen to your kids when your kids are coming home and they seem to be sad, or they're quiet. Or, ask them about their day, because they may be getting bullied in school. Bullying in school is huge. This whole social media thing is a huge problem. And let me say this to you, parents: the schools are not responsible for social media. Just because kids are in school saying unkind things to each other and they go to the same school and they're using the same social media platform, the school has no way of policing every unkind thing that's being said on social media. So my advice, and do what you want, parents, is to really either monitor or keep your kids off of those TikToks or those. You got to kind of know what your kids are doing. But I would say again, these kids have various platforms, various, I don't know, we call them names, or they use different identities on these various platforms, and they show mom and dad one social media name, the PG-13 one, but they have a whole different identity on a different platform. So be mindful of the social media thing. The schools, we try our best to help parents out. It's really tough for the schools to really manage or police social media. But more importantly, parents, listen to your kids. And when kids are doing things, when they come home and they're being bullied, they need to use this terminology. Write a student statement. Have your child go to the front office, they're being bullied in school, and write a student statement.
And I just want to add that sometimes your child is not going to tell you. Probably a lot of times these days they're not going to tell you. So parents, just try to be observant of your children's behavior. And when you're noticing behavior that doesn't seem in the norm, and they seem a little sad, depressed in their rooms, just not themselves, you might want to ask questions too.
So you should react, but don't overreact, because parents, hear me loud and clear in this one. A lot of times, there's two sides to every story. So they're going to tell you what little Tommy did, but they may not tell you what they did. So generally, 9 out of 10 times, there's two sides to every story. So again, they write the student statement and you work with your child, but just don't go in there attacking the school administrators, because let's get all the facts first and then we'll move forward. Right. And this is the last one. And I love this slide. I love the fact that kindness is not weakness. We raise our children to be kind and compassionate and show empathy, but they also need to be discerning and know when to walk away from people who are unhealthy, know when to stand for themselves. Just because you're compassionate and kind doesn't make you weak.
Yeah.
Right. And so we don't want to raise kids who are, not strong and able to defend themselves. Now, defending yourself doesn't necessarily mean fighting, but it does mean, using your voice, speaking out against bullying, and a lot of times it's just avoiding the people who are making wrong decisions. What are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, and I think sometimes it's also, just being strong, mentally inside, and also knowing how to react to things, not necessarily physically, right? But what other avenues can I take as a responsible young person to resolve a situation? That doesn't mean I'm weak. I'm actually more resilient, mentally resilient. And I think that's important for children to learn as well.
Right. So we want our children to be kind and compassionate, but strong. So I chose this picture. I love this picture because you have, two guys
It's a great picture,
on different teams praying for each other, whatever's going on. But again, Sheryl, can you talk about our website real fast?
Sure. You can connect with us on raisinggreatnessbooks.org. There you can access other books that we have written. You can also view video posts that we have done similar to this, which you're watching now, and also connect with us on social media. So until next time,
Raise greatness.